Hello everyone. This is the second part of the topic chain rule. In the previous lecture, we discussed the method of differentiating the power of a function. It is actually a particular case of the chain rule. Now we can discuss what is chain rule. It is actually the differentiation of the composition of two functions. What is composition of functions? If f and g are functions defined for all real numbers, the composition of f and g is denoted by f of g and is defined by f of g of x is equal to f of g of x. f of g of x. So to evaluate y equal to f of g of x, we introduce an intermediate variable u and we can write g of x as u, and therefore y equal to f of g of x, that is f of u. We have y equal to f of g of x, which is equal to f of g of x. If you are replace this g of x as another function f of u, then we were u equal to g of x. Then we have y equal to f of u where u equal to g of x. So for example, if f of u equal to u cube plus 2 and g of x is equal to x square plus 1 whole square, now what is h is equal to f of g? We know h equal to f of g means h of x equal to f of g of x, which is equal to f of g of x. This is equal to f of g of x can be replaced by this, that is x square plus 1 whole square. Now we have f of u equal to u cube plus 2. Therefore, f of this is equal to this cube plus 2. So this is equal to u cube, that is x square plus 1 whole square cube plus 2, because f of u equal to u cube plus 2. So f of x square plus 1 whole square is equal to x square plus 1 whole square whole cube plus 2. That is, we can replace this by u, okay, or u by this. So this is equal to x square plus 1 to the power 6 plus 2. Next example, let f of x is equal to square root of x and g of x equal to x cube minus 5. Find f of g and g of f. So we know f of g is nothing but f of g, or f of g of x is equal to f of g of x. That is equal to, we know f of x is equal to root x. So f of g of x is equal to root of g of x. So this is equal to, we know g of x is equal to x cube minus 1 minus 5, that is therefore square root of x cube minus 5. Now what about g of f of x? G of f of x is equal to g of f of x, that is g of x is equal to x cube minus 5, so f of x cube minus 5. Now f of x is equal to square root of x, so square root of x power 3 minus 5, that is x power 3 by 2 minus 5. Now next one, write this function square root of 1 plus x square divided by 2 plus 1 plus x square whole cube as a composition of similar functions. So here we have square root of 1 plus x square divided by 2 plus 1 plus x square whole cube. So if we are replacing this 1 plus x square by g of x, we get this is square root of g of x divided by 2 plus g of x whole cube. So we will get this is equal to square root of g of x divided by 2 plus g of x whole cube. So now if you are replacing square root of this, or square root of u divided by 2 plus u cube as f of u, we can write this as f of g of x. That is, if you are replacing this as this, we'll get f of g of x is equal to f of g of x, that is equal to square root of g of x divided by, we have this is f of u, 2 plus g of x cube. Okay, so this is actually, this equation is equal to this is nothing but f of g. Okay, for f of g of x, we can write this as f of g of x. So to convert this as a composition of two functions, we have to use these functions g of x equal to 1 plus x square and f of u equal to this square root of u divided by 2 plus u cube. Okay, so this will be nothing but f of g of x. Next, what is chain rule? chain rule is actually the derivative of FOG. So FOG dash X, it is nothing but we know FOG of X is equal to F of G of X. So the derivative of this is equal to derivative of this, which is nothing but F dash of G of X into G dash of X. So for this we have to differentiate this F of f with respect to g of x, and then we have to multiply this with the derivative of g dash of x. So by Leibniz notation we can write this as dy by dx is equal to dy by du into du by dx, where y is a function of u and u is a function of x. So f of g of x dash is nothing but f dash of g of x into derivative of this g of x, that is g dash of x. Now we can try to prove this. Let u equal to g of x and y equal to f of u. Therefore, we can write y equal to f of u, that is, and u can be replaced by this. So f of g of x. Let delta x be a small change in x, and we know for a change delta x in x, there will be a corresponding change of u, that is, let it be delta u, because we have u equal to g of x. So if there is a change delta x in x, we have corresponding change delta u in u, right, because u equal to g of x, u is depending upon x. So we have g dash of x is equal to du by dx, because u equal to g of x, g dash of x is equal to du by dx, and this is by definition we have limit delta x tends to 0 delta u divided by delta x. Now this is g dash of x. Now corresponding we have y equal to f of u. So corresponding to a small change delta u in u, there will be a change in y also. So corresponding to a change delta u in u, we have a change delta y in y, because y equal to f of u. From this we have y is a function of u. So dy by dx or f dash of u equal to dy by du. So by definition we have this is limit delta u tends to 0 delta y by delta u. Here we have u is the independent variable and y is the dependent variable. So limit delta u in tends to 0 delta y by delta u is the dy by du or f dash of u. Now our aim is to prove this uh, dy by dx. dy by dx is equal to dy by du into du by dx. This is our aim. Or this is nothing but f dash of g of x is equal to f dash of g of x into g dash of x. This is g dash of x. Du by dx is g dash of x. dy by du is f dash of u. This is f dash of d of x means f dash of u, right? So that is we have to prove. Now that is to prove this, dy by dx is equal to, we know dy by dx is equal to, by definition we have this is nothing but limit delta x tends to 0 delta y by delta x. Now this delta y by delta x can be written as delta y by delta u into delta u by delta x. Okay, so dividing and multiplying delta u. So this is delta y by delta u into delta u by delta x. So we have this is limit of these product of these two functions. Therefore we know by the properties of limit it will be the product of these individual limits, that is limit delta x tends to 0 delta y by delta u into limit delta x tends to 0 delta u by delta x. Now here delta y by delta u has limit delta x tends to 0. Now this can be written as limit delta u tends to 0, because we have by continuity this is we have u equal to g of x. Therefore delta u equal to g of x naught plus delta x minus g of x naught. This is delta u. Therefore delta x approaches to 0 implies g delta u is equal to g of x naught. This will be plus 0 minus g of x naught. This is equal to 0. Therefore delta x approaches to 0 implies delta u approaches to 0. That is, since the differentiable function g is also continuous. So Now we know this is nothing but y dash of u or du by dx, and this is by the definition it is du by dx. So dy by du into du by dx, or f dash of u into g dash of x. Therefore dy by dx is equal to dy by du into du by dx, or we have this dy by dx is nothing but f dash of dy by dx is f dash of g of x is equal to f dash of u into g dash of x, where u equal to g of x and y equal to f of u. Okay. So this is the chain rule. Now we can discuss an example. Verify chain rule for f of u equal to u square and g of x is equal to x cube plus 1. Let h of x or h is equal to f of g. Therefore h of x is equal to f of g of x. So uh, by chain rule we have h dash of x is equal to f dash of g of x into g dash of x. That is, so this is equal to, we have f of u equal to u square. Therefore f dash of u equal to 2u. Therefore f dash of g of x is equal to 2 into g of x into g dash of x. So this is equal to 2 into g of x is x cube plus 1 into g dash of x is, this is g of x, so g dash of x is 3x square. So this is equal to 6 into x power 5 plus x square. So this is by chain rule the derivative of f of g. Now to verify the chain rule we can just differentiate directly. So we have, in direct method we have f h of x is equal to f of g of x, which is equal to f of g of x is x cube plus 1. This is equal to f of x cube plus 1. F of u equal to u square, so f of x cube plus 1 is x cube plus 1 whole square. So expanding this we get x power 6 plus 2 into x cube plus 1. Now differentiating this directly we get h of x dash of x is equal to d by dx of this h power 6 plus 2x cube plus 1. This is equal to 6x power 5 plus 6x square. So this is equal to this. So from 1 and 2 we can verify this chain rule. This is by direct way. So we have verified the chain rule for these two functions. Next example, let f of x is equal to 1 by this 3x square minus 2x plus 1 power 100. Find f dash of x. We are given that f of x is equal to 1 by 3x square minus 2x plus 1 power 100. So we can write this as 3x square minus 2x plus 1 power negative of 100, negative 100. So f dash of x is equal to d by dx of this is nothing but minus 100 into 3x square minus 2x plus 1 power, that is the derivative of this with respect to this. Okay, this is minus 101 into d by dx of 3x square minus 2x plus 1. Here we have used the chain rule because we have f dash of g of x is equal to f, f of g of x dash is equal to f dash of g of x into g dash of x. So here g of x is actually this. So this is equal to minus 100 into 3x square minus 2x plus 1 power minus 101 into derivative of this is 6x minus 2. So this will be the required derivative. Next question, differentiate square root of x cube minus 5. Here let f of x be square root of x cube minus 5. So the derivative f dash of x is equal to d by dx of square root of x cube minus 5. We know d by dx of root x is equal to 1 by 2 root x. So d by dx of square root of x cube minus 5 is equal to 1 by 2 square root of x cube minus 5 into d by dx of x cube minus 5. This is by chain rule. Okay. So this is equal to derivative of this is this is 3x square divided by 2 into square root of x cube minus 5. Next one, if h of x equal to f of x square, find a formula for h dash of x. Check your formula in the case of f of u equal to u cube. So here we are given h of x is equal to a function of x square. Now we have to find a formula for h dash of x. Let u equal to g. Here we can use the chain rule. Let u equal to g of x equal to this x square. Therefore, h of x is equal to f of u, where u equal to x square. Therefore, h dash of x is equal to, by chain rule, f dash of u into u dash, that is g dash of x. That is f dash of x square into 2x, because u equal to x square. That is h dash of x is equal to f dash of x square into 2x. So this is the required formula for finding h dash of x. Here we are given that h of x is any function of x square. Now here we have to check our formula in the case of f of u equal to u cube. So if f of u equal to u cube, then we have f dash of u equal to 3u square. So f dash of x square is equal to 3 into x square whole square, that is 3x power 4. 3 into x square whole square, that is we have to replace u by x square here. So the 3x power 4. So h dash of x is equal to f dash of x square into 2x. By this it is nothing but 3x power 4 into 2x, that is 6x power 5. In fact, directly if you are writing, we have h of x is equal to f of u. We have f of u equal to u cube. Therefore, h of x is equal to x square whole cube, that is x cube, by using this x square whole cube, that is x power 6. So differentiating this, we get 6x power 5. So this verifies our formula. Next example, use the chain rule to differentiate f of x equal to x square plus 1 power 20 plus 1 whole power 4 without expanding. So here we have f of x is equal to x square plus 1 power 20 plus 1 to the power 4. So f dash of x is equal to, this is actually some u power 4. So derivative of u power 4 with respect to u is 4 into u power 3, that is 4 into x square plus 1 whole square 4 power 20 plus 1 power 3 into derivative of this bracket, that is d by dx of x square plus 1 power 20 plus 1. Now this is equal to 4 into x square plus 1 power 20 plus 1 power 3 into derivative of this. Here also we have to use the chain rule, that is d by dx of a function power 20, that is this is d by dx of some u power 20 plus 1. So derivative of this is 2 into x square plus 1 power 19, that is derivative of this with respect to this x square plus 1 plus 0, derivative of 1 is 0, into derivative of this function, that is x square plus 1, that is we applied chain rule again. So this is equal to 4 into x square plus 1 power 20 plus 1 whole cube into 20 x square plus 1 power 19 into d by dx of x square plus 1 is 2x. So this is equal to 4 into 20 into 2, that is 160 into x square plus 1 power 19 into x square plus 1 power 20 plus 1 whole cube. So this will be the required derivative. Yeah, here we have 1x here, so 160 into x. Now next question, the population of a thin city is increasing at the rate of 10,000 people per day. On March 30, 1984, the area of the city grows to keep the ratio of 1 square mile per 1000 people. How fast is the area increasing per day on this date? Here we are given that population of the city is increasing at a rate of 10,000 people per day, and the area of the city grows to keep the ratio 1 square mile per 1000 people. If we take A for area P for population and T for time in days. So we are given that the population of the city is increasing at a rate of 10,000 people per day. Therefore, population is P and time is denoted by T. Therefore, we have dP by dt equal to, that is the rate of population with respect to time. Time is in day. That is 10,000. Now, second is the area of the city grows to keep the ratio of 1 square mile per 1000 people. That means the area grows at a rate of 1 square mile per 1000 people. That is, we are given dA by dP. dA by dP is equal to 1 by 1000 and 1 square mile per 1000 people. We have to find how fast is the area increasing per day on this day. That is, how fast is the area increasing per day. That is, we have to find dA divided by dt, the rate of change of the area with respect to time. Area per day, right? So we can use directly the chain rule. Therefore, that is dA by dt is equal to dA by dP into dP by dt. dA by dP is equal to 1 by 1000 and dP by dt equal to 10,000. So this is nothing but 10. So 10 square miles per day. 10 square miles per day. Okay, the unit is square miles per day, because the unit of area is miles and unit of time is day. So for dA by dt, the unit of dA by dt is 10 square miles per day. Next example, a dog 2 feet high trots proudly away from a 10-foot high light post. When he is 8 feet from the post base, he is moving 3 feet per second. At a speed of 3 feet per second, how fast is the tip of the shadow moving? So here we are given that there is a light post which is of 10 feet height. Now a dog is moving away from this post in this direction. Here we are given that when he is 8 feet from the post base, that is, when he is 8 feet from this post base, he is moving at a rate of 3 feet per second. Okay, and now we have to find how fast is the tip of, this is the tip of the shadow. The tip of the dog's shadow will be here. How fast is the tip of the shadow is moving? So for that, we can consider two variables x and y. Let x denote the distance of dog from the post. That is, this is the distance. This is x. X denote the distance of dog from post. Second, y denote the distance of shadow from the post. That is this point. This length is y. Now we are given that this is 10 and this is the dog's height is 2. We are also given that dog's height is 2 and the height of the post is 10. Now also here we are given that dog is moving at a rate of 3 feet per second. 3 feet per second, that is dx by dt equal to 3. And now we have to find how fast is the tip of his shadow moving. That is, we have to find dy by dt. So for that, first we need to find a relation connecting x and y. So for that we can use the similar triangles. By similar triangles we will have y by y minus x equal to 10 by 2. We are considering one triangle is like this and the other is this. So from these two triangles we have y by y minus x. This length by this length, that is y minus x. So y by this is y minus x. So y by minus x is equal to 10 by 2. This is 10, this is 2. So 10 by 2. So from these two similar triangles. Okay. So we'll get this. This implies this is 5. So y by y minus x is equal to 5. That implies y equal to 5y minus 5x. Therefore, y equal to, so for y equal to 5x. So y equal to 5x by 4. So we will have a relation connecting x and y. So our aim is to find dy by dt. We know dy by dt is equal to dy by dx into dx by dt, because here y is a function of x and that is x is a function of t. So here y is a function of x and x is a function of t. So by chain rule we need to find dy by dt. So dy by dt equal to, by chain rule, it is dy by dx into dx by dt. Now dy by dx is From this we get dy by dx is 5 by 4. From this dy by dx is 5 by 4. So 5 by 4 into dx by dt is equal to 3. We are given that. So this is nothing but 3 plus 3 by 4 feet per second. That is, the tip of the shadow of the dog is moving at a rate of 3 plus 3 by 4 feet per second.